And by now, you've probably heard the commotion Tiger mom and Yale professor Amy Chua created when an excerpt of her book was published in the Wall Street Journal. It talked at length about her extreme parenting. And not so surprising, parents everywhere were quick to criticize this so-called strict mom, and they started defending their own parenting styles. Here to discuss the debate, because it sure is a debate, is Jennifer Vendetti, a social worker at UConn Health Center, and you're also with the Nurturing Families program. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me. Great topic.
So let's talk about this. The book, it's called Battle Hymn of the Tiger Mother, and it struck a nerve with a lot of moms. She writes about forcing her daughters to practice piano and violin for hours without bathroom breaks. She talked about no sleepovers or play dates, no TV or computer games, only allowing her kids to make straight A's. Is this too much pressure?
Well, education was very important for this family, and I think for the Tiger mom, preserving her culture, traditional Chinese parenting, was very, very important to her. And I think battle, the word in the title of the book, really is symbolic of what she's been experiencing. I think it probably has been sort of a battle for her. You know, the U.S. is a very pluralistic society, and you know, being able to express your culture and your parenting in a society that is, you know, very complex is very challenging. I think that some parents may strike a chord for them because.
And that's what you said. It may strike a chord in some. I'm a new parent, and you know, the thing is, I think you need to do what works best for you. You're the one raising your child, and this may work best for her. I don't necessarily think that I agree with all of it, but I agree with some of it. So I guess people might wonder, and parents might wonder, how do you push your kids and motivate them, but not knock their self-esteem? It's kind of a hard balance.
Well, I like what you said about not criticizing parents. And in Nurturing Families, part of a statewide network of programs, what we do is we use relational and developmental guidance. We do it in a supportive environment so that parents really have the opportunity to look at really what feels right for them. What's central is the relationship. And even the Tiger mom talks about, she's not really sure. She's embattled in another way too. She's not sure, is my style going to impact the long-term relationship with my daughters? I think she is struggling with that. I think in terms of motivating your child, you've got to look at who your child is. This is where temperament comes in. But we have to value culture. You can't separate culture from parenting. It's impossible.
And one thing that came up was, if you tell your child you can do better, it's not necessarily a bad thing to say you can do better.
No.
Not at all.
Encouraging children, having high expectations, there's nothing wrong with that. But getting to know your child, if you have a very sensitive child, then you want to be careful about maybe how much you push. I think in terms of name calling, you know,
like bullying,
making children feel badly about themselves, those are things we want to avoid because they can impact the relationship.
But again, you're saying look at your individual child.
Right.
John may not be as sensitive as Mary, you know, something like that. And then also culture. I'm Hispanic. Latino family, we raise our kids a little differently, and my husband's not Latino, and I have to explain to him, well, this is the way we do it, and this is the reason why. And then he understands, and then there are things in his culture that I have to accommodate.
That's part of the complexity of parenting. It's very challenging. Not only are you developing your own parenting style, you said as a new parent, but you're also doing it in the context of other relationships, maybe a spouse, other family members, and you're doing it in the context of a larger society. And we've become very rule-based, and we've tried to break everything down to a science. Parenting is a human endeavor. I think that the key is really to look at the relationship. In the first year of life, we hear this all the time. We talk about parenting and culture, right? Spoiling babies. If we hold them too much, if we respond to their cries, we could be spoiling them. Well, can we spoil babies? Are we doing for them what they could otherwise do themselves? Certainly not. So that first year is critical for a foundation of relationship. But I think the Tiger mom, both of her children are very different in terms of temperament. She talks about that. She did have to make adjustments in her parenting style with her younger daughter, who was more of a strong-willed.
Yeah, but again, it goes individually. You choose what's best for you. And again, I don't see as to why one parent would criticize another parent's parenting skills. It's different. Their kids are different. It's a different family.
You know, I think we get caught up very often in our society with becoming so concerned about how other people are living, what their practices are. And we really have to start with ourselves. We really have to be reflective of our parenting, be reflective of cultural norms, and then be able to make, you know, the best decisions we can.
All right. Jennifer, thanks for your insight.
Thanks, Yvonne. Best of luck to you in your parenting.
Thank you. And this debate's going to go on and on. I can only imagine. Thank you so.
Actually, I want to say one more thing. The Tiger Mom has given us a wonderful opportunity to talk about culture and parenting.
Yeah,
it's really, it's a wonderful topic, and it's important.
You're right. Good point. Thank you.
Thank you.